Man, let Brazil come to Atlanta. The cheeks out cultures that are going to meet there.
Wow.
Now, on today's show, we will be talking about all the prediction market trades involving Drake.
I don't have time to figure out what Habibity means. Just make it simple for us, Drake.
LeBron. There's no way LeBron is retiring without doing the farewell tour.
I heard he was like tweeting at Cleveland a little bit or something.
The World Cup.
Like all the highways are closed. They're trying to repave stuff. They're trying to get the homeless people out of here.
Spencer Pratt.
LA is something you can't fix. It's a Band-Aid on the crack in the earth.
We're going to cover it all. But in case we miss something that you want us to discuss, hit us on the spread line via phone or email. We want your thoughts. Now, today's guest, my dog, Clayton English. All right, so we are here with the hilarious Clayton English. Very excited to get into all the topics for today. We're going to start with Make It Pop, our pop culture segment where we talk about all the trending bets involving music, TV, film.
Make it pop.
We have a very interesting bet about who will be the top streamed artist in 2026. And it really started heating up this week because obviously Drake dropped 3 albums. So right now it's kind of a mix. A lot of the action is on Bad Bunny is the first place, Drake second place. What do you think? Do you think either Drake or Bad Bunny is most likely to be the top streamed artist in 2026?
I don't know, man. Drake had the big fall off. Like,
Right.
everybody went crazy streaming it when it first came out. He dropped 3. He dropped them like all at the same time. 3 albums. Everybody listening to it. And by Monday, they was like, all right, I'm good. You done Drake me to death.
That's funny. You said everybody listened to it. I'm a Drake fan, and I didn't listen to it specifically because of the 3 albums. If he would have dropped 1 album, I could have listened to it. But I'm like, 3. First of all, who are these albums for? Because if you're talking about his grown audience, his grown fans don't have 2.5 hours to listen to 3 albums. We have kids, we have shit to do, we have errands to run. And then if you're talking about his young fans, kids today have the attention span of a fruit fly. So who is listening to all 43 songs?
I don't have time to figure out what Habibity means. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who the maid of honor is. Call the albums. This one's for the club. This one for the girls. This one my heart broke. Just make it simple for us, Drake, because everybody likes something from you, but trying to figure out and decipher where it is and which songs are which, we don't have time for that, man.
That's
Grown
the funny
people.
thing, too. Like, Drake loves to make people decipher. I read something about how the album titles Habibti, Iceman, and Maid of Honor were supposed to spell out H-I-M, him. Like, Drake is saying, I'm him. And it's like, why are you making us do acrostic poems to then listen? Stop giving us homework.
That's not even a good crossword puzzle.
Right.
Like, 3 letters for what? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know if Drake can sustain it. But then again, it could pick up and it could catch and it could go viral because of TikTok. But I don't know if you stopping Bad Bunny with all the Spanish-speaking people in.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Bad Bunny, I think he built up such a cushion from being the Super Bowl performing artist, which was in February. So you had all of January and February with people either streaming because they were fans, streaming because they were angry that a Spanish speaker was booked, or streaming to try to learn Spanish to keep up with his performance. But he's got a huge cushion. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing about like Drake releasing the 3 albums, it kind of, I don't know if you ever saw that famous screenshot. It was like a meme of this chick that sent this dude a super long text. And then at the very end, he just wrote, yeah, I ain't reading all that.
Nobody reading all that.
But he said, but
nobody reading all that.
Yeah, congratulations, or I'm sorry that happened to you. And that's kind of the way I feel with the Drake 3 albums. I'm like, hey, Drake, whatever you're talking about across 3 albums, congratulations, or I'm sorry that happened to you, but you're not getting my 43 streams.
Nah, man. Put a star next to the ones you really want me to hear. Flag it like an email. Like if you really like this one, I'm not no filler. Like I'm not doing no filler episodes, man. So but I'm Bad Bunny. I would go with Bad Bunny, but
well, so what's interesting? So you have Bad Bunny at the top. Drake is number 2, which I think people were expecting the hype from the album drop. Bruno Mars is number 3, and I'm like, Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, we are one white woman getting cheated on away from the whole conversation changing. Because, like, let Travis Kelce cheat on Taylor Swift. Let Taylor Swift have her version of Lemonade, and that's doing Thriller numbers. Like, she's instantly going to number 1, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can't stop Tay-Tay. You can't stop Tay-Tay. And the Swifties is going to be a it's just if she decides to drop. At this point, once they get so big, you never know what's coming. So
But
yeah,
the thing is, she's happy. She's in love. She's engaged. So we're not getting the breakup music. So I think Bad Bunny is safe for now. All right. Next up, we have a very interesting bet. This is the final season of Euphoria, season 3, and there is currently a trending bet on who will die in the season 3 finale, which is coming up.
will they or how?
No. Just will they? That's the thing.
Because I thought Euphoria was all overdoses. I thought everybody OD'd.
Right. That's why there's no market for how. Everyone knows how. Whoever dies, we already know how it's going to happen. But no, the question, which character will die? First and foremost, let me ask you this. Does someone need to die in a series finale?
No. Okay, I haven't watched Euphoria probably like since season 2, but I thought that was the thing. Zendaya character almost died every other episode. Like that's what it seems like. The run it. So I guess to pay it off, like if you've been doing it like that,
that might be too easy. Now, okay, so it's actually perfect that you haven't watched this season because I'm going to break down where each of the characters are at, and you can tell me just based on the description of what's going on with them, who's most likely to die. Okay.
Okay.
You have Jacob Elordi's character, Nate Jacobs, who is currently $1 million in debt to a loan shark that's already cut off his pinky toe and one of his fingers. Then you have Rue Bennett, played by Zendaya, and her character is a former drug addict who's now sober but working for a pimp.
Okay.
We have Jules, played by Hunter Schafer, who's the trans character that's now a sugar baby to a crazy surgeon and just paints and is still in a tumultuous will they won't they with Rue. All right.
Okay.
Then we have Cassie Howard, who is Sydney Sweeney's character that has become incredibly famous on OnlyFans, but messing with the coke a little bit. So if you had to bet who was,
I did see her dressed up like a dog.
Yeah, you did see her dressed up like a dog.
She's down there on OnlyFans. She's not just at where she's posting the same thing she posts on Instagram.
No. That was the villain origin story. The dog was before she really got popping on OnlyFans.
Okay.
But so if I had to tell you, just the characters, your choices are in debt to a loan shark, former drug addict working for a pimp, OnlyFans model. Which one of those resonates as the character most likely to die?
I mean, I think, anytime you work for a pimp or you in debt to a loan shark that cut off your pinky toe and your pinky, what do you have left? Like, death is next. Like, so it's only like 3 strikes. Like, what are we talking about? Buddy is out of there.
So is there a chance we're going full Shakespearean model where all the characters are dead in the end? It's just one big scene of everybody dying, possibly killing each other.
It wouldn't surprise me, man. It wouldn't surprise me because you got to make it pop. You know how they are about the endings of TV shows,
right?
They Game of Thrones. They wanted to throw the whole show away because of the ending.
Yes,
like yeah.
There will be no Bran the Broken on Euphoria. That much I promise. People will. You know what? You know what's funny though? The sneakiest part of all the options on the trade. There's one character, Ethan, who I think was definitely in the first season, might have been a little bit in the second season. We haven't seen Ethan at all on season 3, but someone bet $3,000 that Ethan would die, and I'm willing to bet the person that bet that $3,000 is the actor who plays Ethan, and he's just considering it a marketing tool, like just making sure the public remembers his character. He just wants his name out there in something relevant.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You can, these things are written. So how does the leak affect if something happens? Like, does it just change the bet?
I'm sure. I mean, prediction markets in general, the whole name of the game has been trying to avoid the inside information. But prior to recording today, we saw Jacob Elordi jumped up to 86%. So it looks like the character who's $1 million in debt and losing his pinky toe is certainly the betting favorite to be like that.
Bro, you got too many odds stacked against you. You are $1 million in debt, not even paying it down. Like, there's nothing positive.
Paying it down with appendages. But
yeah, bro. They just go ahead and scrap that whole title. Yeah.
The last thing I want to ask you with respect to that is, do you think people are betting based on the character or based on how they feel about the actor or actress? Because, for instance, like you said, Rue, Zendaya's character, is probably most likely to die, but people love Zendaya, whereas Sydney Sweeney's character, not that likely to die, but people seem to hate Sydney Sweeney. So do you think people are letting their emotions take over what they put their money on?
Probably, but I don't think that's the way to go, because you got to separate the person that you like from the role that they're playing. Does it make sense? Like, because people will do that all the time. Like, Zendaya's popularity ain't got nothing to do with Rue's place in the story. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like they're not actually going to kill the spider couple. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a character. Yeah.
Right.
Get sporty.
So in the world of Get Sporty, we got a lot to cover. First and foremost, an incredibly active bet right now. Will LeBron James retire before next season? So first I want to talk about that, and then this is interesting because there's a tangential bet based on that. If he doesn't retire, which team is he most likely to play for next season because he is a free agent? But before we get into that, do you think there's a chance LeBron retires?
Ever? No,
yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, at this point, it's not even about will he retire this season. It's will he retire before things all turn into holograms and he's just playing a Space Jam 3 version of the NBA.
Nah, I can't see him. No. I mean, he might tease it unless his body just really does something crazy or something. I don't see it.
Even if his body does something crazy, that's when he goes for another 2-week trip to Germany. You know how he gets down.
Right.
But the reason I say LeBron's not going to retire for two things. One, he got swept, and I can't see anyone in the GOAT conversation ending their career on a sweep. And two, he's an attention whore. There's no way LeBron is retiring without doing the farewell tour where he gives every arena in the country a chance to not only see him one more time, say goodbyes, play their dedication video. And then also, his son is still on the Lakers. So he's loving playing with Bronny. And then I heard rumors that he wants to stick around until his other son, Bryce, gets into the league.
I heard the Bryce thing. But he said no to that, but who knows what he's saying. But I heard he was like talking with Cleveland or like just tweeting at Cleveland a little bit or something. I could see him doing that too. Okay,
so let's pause there for a second. So we say no, he's not going to retire, but then the next trade that's getting a lot of action out there is which team will LeBron play for next year? And the top three choices are the Lakers, Cleveland, and Golden State. So you're saying, is he tweeting at Cleveland or is he sliding into Cleveland's DMs? Is he letting it be known for the public or is he being sneaky with it?
Bro, they in the Eastern Conference Finals right now. It makes sense. He felt the adulation. He felt the love when he was there. He said he was going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you can't do it, like, where else are you going to get that kind of love on your way out? You got the money. You can take a minimum, you know what I'm saying? Or you can make it work and you can rock out and probably, I don't know. I don't know what his relationship is with the office at Cleveland, but
It's certainly an easier path to the finals again if he wants to make one last run going through the Eastern Conference. And honestly, even if he went back to LA and Luka was healthy and they make the finals, even if they win a championship next year, he's still never going to get the love from Lakers fans because he's not Kobe.
Right.
It's just never going to happen. But in Cleveland, he is that dude. So you think there's a strong – but here's the question. After living the last 8 years in LA and he spent his time in Miami, does he really want to go back to Cleveland for one more year?
You there, but you not there.
Right. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like
you're living out of Ritz-Carltons and Four Seasons in every other city in America anyway.
And then you can bring your staff with you, whatever you want to. At this point, LeBron, I don't know. You spend $2 million on your body, man. Do another $2 and eat how you want to eat. You good.
Sure. Okay. Do you think there's any chance he goes to Golden State? Plays? I don't know. I don't think Steph wants LeBron. But, Draymond and LeBron are buddy-buddy. Now they're doing Anthony Davis's Impractical Jokers version of the show.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see that. Okay. I love the Warriors, but I don't want to see that. Like, not at this stage. Not at this late in the game. No.
Yeah, that's gonna feel like Charles Barkley to the Rockets, Karl Malone to the Lakers.
Man, that's Shaq with a Celtics jersey.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that, man. Nobody wants that.
Okay, so we're saying LeBron not retiring, but he's either coming back to the Lakers or Cleveland.
That's what I would lean on.
If you had,
I would say he's coming back for sure. He's coming back somewhere. Just
okay,
where?
okay,
And
so let's say you make a little bit of money on saying that he's coming back. Are you then going to take that money and reinvest it in the Lakers or Cleveland? Which way are you going?
oh, where he's going?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm saying Clayton English. You made a little bit of money saying LeBron's coming back, and now you want to know where he's going. Where are you
I go
reinvesting?
Cleveland. I go Cleveland.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
So
mean, I
you
know he
think,
got business dealings, but you done did all you can do out there in Hollywood. You made a Space Jam. We was good off of like what else you getting from what else? What else you
right?
want out there? You established out there. You King James. You good.
I love how it was. You made a Space Jam, so now you're good. Not even you won the bubble title. You made Space Jam. Now you can go back to Cleveland.
He was. I mean, come on, man. What else you want from Mike? The only other thing to get from him is the rings. So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. So next up in Get Sporty, of course, we have a huge story internationally that's not that big of a story in America yet, but obviously the World Cup is happening this summer. Did you, based on the look on your face, did you even know the World Cup was happening this summer, and did you know it was being played in America?
Oh, absolutely. I know it's being played in Atlanta because they're acting like your mom's coming home and you didn't clean up. Like that's how the city is acting right now. Like all the highways are closed. They're trying to repave stuff. They're trying to get the homeless people out of here. It flooded last night magically for no reason. Like, yeah, so
Okay. That's a hilarious analogy. So they were throwing a house party and they heard the garage door open, and now Atlanta's getting ready to host the World Cup.
bro,
So
somebody compared it to not taking the meat out of the freezer when your mom told you to.
and so now
And
they're
now she's in the driveway and now you're trying to, yeah.
You got a flamethrower over it.
Yeah, man.
That's hilarious. So my thing is, I feel like the World Cup. I care about soccer the way a college boy changes his sheets once every 4 years.
Okay.
I'm not a soccer fan, and then the World Cup
But
comes.
you in
and
for the cup. Okay.
I love it. I love it. All of a sudden, I become a diehard. I start pretending like I know about soccer. I'm yelling at the refs to throw yellow cards. I'm imitating British commentators saying shit like useful touch. Like I'm using soccer terminology I'm not even sure it's right about, but you better believe I'm saying it with confidence. I do love the World Cup. Okay, so I'm going to give you the top 5 teams according to the odds that are most likely to win the World Cup. We have France with Mbappe, who many say is the best player in the world. You have
Yeah.
France, Spain, England, Argentina, Brazil. Do any of those countries off top stand out to you as the one that you would say is going to win? Again, France, Spain, England, Argentina, Brazil.
France, off what I've seen and what's been shown, you know what I'm saying? Like in
And
the
what,
past.
let me ask you, what have you seen?
Just,
France, based on
just,
what I see.
just your boy Mbappe. I don't want to say his name wrong, but yeah, I don't want to pull a Drewski moment and mess up nobody's name like that.
Okay,
But
fair.
yeah, but I've seen him and I've seen the makeup of their team and their team look African, so I know they got some endurance. And Argentina, I hear things about them, but I've never seen nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They don't have enough Africans that they brought in as foreign nationals. So you're
Well,
looking,
yeah, you know they more Aryan. They a little
right. Yeah, they have a lot of Germans from the 1940s. You're not supposed to talk.
yeah.
Okay, so we're rocking with French jerseys full of African bodies. That's where we're going for the World Cup.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hear about all the teams. You know, Brazil, of course, perennial gonna always be like up there with
Well, you know what's
South
interesting?
America, but
Brazil's always in the discussion, but they never actually make it. So I was looking, the last 5 winners were Argentina, France, Germany, Spain, and Italy.
okay.
I feel like Brazil gets all this publicity as like the soccer country, but they're never actually in the standing to win the World Cup. It's all hype.
They won. Did they win some back in the day? And they just like
Must have, I'm sure.
yeah.
Or I think people just like their fans.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a fun crowd. Cheeks
Sure.
are out at the Brazil game.
Of course, that's some people are hoping Brazil makes it far for different reasons. We're trying to get you. Man, let Brazil come to Atlanta. The cheeks out cultures that are going to meet there.
Wow. You know what though? We tailgate. Now you've been in Atlanta. You know how big tailgating is for the Falcons.
Right. They're
Like
saying
that is the game for some people. There's people that's never going in the stadium. They can't afford it, but they're tailgating every Sunday home game. And because it's a different term over there, and it's like they're not allowing you to like hang out in the parking lot. It's something crazy.
Yeah, because the term over there is called rioting. A soccer tailgate is a full-on brawl between hooligans.
Hooliganism.
Yeah. So I actually saw something interesting though, that like there are some places where tickets are as low as $100, and a lot of the hotels in these cities said they were supposed to have been completely sold out and filled up for the summer 5-6 months ago, and they're shocked by how little the response has been about the World Cup. And some people are saying a lot of foreigners are scared to come because of ICE. So there's a lot of the international soccer fans that care about the World Cup that are scared to come support their home country because they don't think they're going to get out.
Yeah, and who wants to get sent back to somewhere they're not from? Like, if you at least send me back to where I go.
Right.
You're supposed to be in Argentina, you in El Salvador? I'm mad. I'm going to be mad. Like,
all because you were trying to see some Brazilian cheeks up close. It's
trying to see soccer somewhere that don't even appreciate soccer? That doesn't make sense.
Trying to see soccer in a place where they call it soccer instead of football.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Now, last up and Get Sporty, near and dear to my heart. I don't know how you feel about this. We're talking WNBA MVP odds. Are you up on the WNBA at all?
No. I mean, as much as they come across the highlights, when I see it, I'm not watching the whole highlights of the game. I'm talking about individual players. That's about as far as I got.
Okay. Well, I personally love the WNBA. The season started a couple weeks ago, and right now there are 3 names that shoot to the top of the MVP race. We have A'ja Wilson, who is already a 3-time MVP. She's kind of the LeBron of the WNBA. Like, she's in GOAT conversations, and you could rightfully give her the MVP every year, but I think she's running into voter fatigue at this point.
Okay.
And then the next 2, you have Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark for Battle of the Coldest White Girl on the Planet. Those are kind of the 2 new faces of the WNBA that people are pushing, and they're both incredible basketball players, but also there's the element of being a white woman, which can kind of grow the fanship. Do you know about either of them? I mean, I'm guessing you know about Caitlin. Do you know about Paige?
Yeah, Paige got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah, AZ Fudd, who's on her team. So what's interesting is Caitlin Clark, if she wins MVP, that'll make a lot of white people happy. But if Paige Beckers wins MVP, you could get a lot of white people happy, but black people wouldn't be mad at it. Because Paige, she kind of gets down like that. I believe she was raised by a black stepmom. If Paige won, it would, like, if Caitlin Clark wins MVP, it'll kind of feel like when Steve Nash won over Kobe. But if Paige wins, it would almost be like if they gave it to Jason Williams instead. Like, at least it's white chocolate.
But this is, like I said, just seeing individually, Aja's going crazy, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they all are. Yeah, Asia's going crazy.
Because I heard Caitlin game was a little off this season.
Yeah, so far she has not started well. So far, A'ja Wilson has absolutely played the best out of the 3 of them. Paige has played well, and Paige plays for the Dallas Wings.
A'ja got shoes.
A'ja has shoes.
Dudes are wearing her shoes.
Right. That's how you know Asia's balling. You have dudes wearing the Asias, and they're pink too, and they're putting them on, no problem.
Yeah.
And she's wifed up with Bam, who just dropped 83. So it's a great year for A'ja in general.
Yeah, man, it might be hard to get past A'ja unless they just really step up and do something. And Paige this is her sophomore season, second season?
Yeah. This is her second season. So, and Dallas has already made a huge jump. So, like, I could see if Dallas ends up making the playoffs and Paige is solely responsible. But what's funny to me is Paige and Caitlin are incredibly different people and players. Like, their personalities are different. Their games are not alike. But on paper, they're both 6 foot tall, white point guards who can drop dimes and get buckets. So, like, even though they're incredibly different, to the casual WNBA fan, they're kind of like that Spider-Man meme, just pointing at each other.
Right.
The same thing. It's very different. But I think you're probably spot on that it's Asia's to lose. I think she's just coming up against voter fatigue, but we'll see.
Yeah, once you hot for so long, people just, they want something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Power Index.
So for our final segment, now we're going to get into the power index. This is where we talk about politics, finance, and all the money and power that makes the world go round. Typically, we have multiple segments like we just did. We talk about multiple topics, but this one is so juicy, we're just going to keep it right here, which is the LA mayoral race. Right now, we're talking about the trending bet on who's going to win the mayor's race in LA, because obviously Spencer Pratt is making all the headlines. So obviously a very popular bet right now, getting a lot of action. Trending is who's going to win the mayoral race for LA. Have you been following this race at all? You used to live in LA. Obviously Spencer Pratt is making a lot of headlines. Do you have any thoughts? Have you been paying attention?
No, I'm not keeping up with the LA mayor race.
I love how many of the various segments I set it up, and then I'm just like, so have you been paying attention? You just go, no.
No, but is Spencer, isn't he a reality show guy?
Spencer is a reality show. He started, I believe, The Hills, Laguna. Like he's part of Laguna, The Hills, that whole crew. He was an MTV reality star, but then
I remember.
And he was kind of like one of the original reality show villains because, he used to pop off at the mouth a lot, but then he lost his house in the fires, and that inspired him to get politically active because he lost his house, and then he was so discouraged by the way Karen Bass and the current mayor handled all the policies and the recovery that kind of put the battery in his back, and now he's running for mayor and he's gaining some traction. And that's what's kind of funny to me is now politics is all a soundbite competition. It's all about who can have the best soundbite. You are not going to out soundbite a former reality TV star. He made a career of being petty in front of cameras for a decade. So even though Karen Bass is the incumbent mayor, somehow she's fighting in Spencer Pratt's dojo right now.
Yeah, and also he knows the city because you've been around those type of people. You know what makes the people of influence move, and it's nothing to win over the people on the street because they still get starstruck by celebrity from however long ago, and all you got to do is shake hands and kiss babies like they do, and he could take that.
What's funny is you're talking about winning people over on the street. Part of the reason he's winning people over is because he's talking about the actual people on the street, and he's really been attacking Karen Bass on how bad she's been with homelessness and mental illness and drug addiction.
Yeah.
And I believe one of the candidates was talking about how they were going to go clean up Skid Row, and he basically said, I'll watch you go down there and get stabbed in the neck by a homeless drug addict. And she's not used to combating sound bites like that.
Right. Yeah. Nah, because it is too. Once you're not playing with what is considered typical politics, you're not gonna shit talk somebody who talks shit for a living.
Right. We saw with President, we are probably 12 years away from a reality. We're 12 years away from a world where President Spencer Pratt is talking to Secretary of Defense Nene Leakes.
Don't say that. If we get there, man, somebody stop the button.
How much worse could things get? Why not? But here's the thing. So again, the top candidate is between Karen Bass, Spencer Pratt, and Nithya Raman. And Karen Bass is actually the overwhelming favorite, not only because she's the incumbent mayor, but she's a Democrat. And a lot of people are saying there's absolutely no way a Democrat is not going to win the mayoral race of Los Angeles, a super liberal city. But again, Spencer Pratt, I think he actually has a lot of clout even from the liberals because he literally lost his house in the fire and is responding directly to the policies that have affected people across the aisle. And it's do you know how bad your policies had to be to turn Spencer Pratt into the sympathetic figure?
Yeah.
Karen Bass responded to the LA fires so bad that all of a sudden Spencer Pratt, a rich, straight white man, is the legitimate victim.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go, but if that's where your sympathy's at, you know what I'm saying? The liberals they don't care about him.
Right.
Your house got burnt down. You should have had another one. That's how the ultra rich look. You should. Why didn't you have the other house? Why didn't you go to that one?
Yeah, they're arguing over homelessness or why you got caught slipping and not having a backup house. But It's just funny to me that, like, again, Karen Bass and Nithya Raman have been so bad at their vision for the future that Spencer Pratt, who is supposed to be Johnny from Karate Kid, is now suddenly Rudy. He's the mythical underdog story.
Yeah, and LA is something you can't fix. It's just you can just maintain it. You can't fix it.
No matter who wins, Spencer, Nithya, Karen Bass.
You might do better at this thing, but you can't fix that. Like it can't be fixed. If you can sustain it and maintain it, that's about the best you can do.
Band-Aid on a bullet wound, no matter who takes off.
It's a Band-Aid on the crack in the earth. It's a Band-Aid on a fault line.
That's probably the better way to put it. It's the ace bandage on an earthquake. That's exactly
yes.
All right. Well, if you had to guess right now, if I said, Clayton, here's $100, who you putting your money on in the mayor race? Even though you're not following it that closely, but you know the situation. Karen Bass, a liberal Democratic mayor who is certainly not in favor right now, or Spencer Pratt, a very polarizing but popular, clever, witty former reality star who seems to have a plan for taking on the homelessness and a lot of the issues that have been plaguing Los Angeles.
The mayor of LA, man, it's probably gonna be the lady. I think Karen Bass. I don't think it's going. Maybe he could change their mind, but I doubt it.
Okay, well, let me do a callback and bring it all together. LeBron decides to return next year to the Lakers, so ultimately he can then parlay that into a mayoral run.
Oh, now LeBron for mayor. No, he might not win. They wouldn't let that happen. They still got too much love for Kobe.
Right.
Like, yeah, man. Yeah, if they wouldn't let Magic get down with being the mayor.
True.
But you know.
I'm not going to be there. That's the famous Magic. All right. Well, I appreciate you being on today. Again, we covered a lot of ground. We talked Drake, Euphoria, superhero movies. We talked the World Cup, WNBA MVP. We talked LeBron retiring, who he's going to play for. And, of course, we covered Karen Bass versus Spencer Pratt in the mayor for LA race. Thank you so much, Clayton English. Let the people know, is there anything you got coming up, anything you want to promote? Where should they follow you? Where can they see you live? Let them know.
Oh, man. ClaytonEnglish.com. Go there. It'll have my dates. You can get the merch there. English Majors is the podcast. Be sure to check it out on YouTube, wherever you get your podcast at. Yeah, and just anything comedy. If I come up, let it play, man. Let it play. Go check me out. Clayton English on everything. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, that's our show. Now, again, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Hit us on the spread line because we want you to watch, and we also want to hear from you. And as always, if you see a trade out there that you like, book it, cook it, don't overlook it. I'm out.